Welcome to Intel's Conversations in the Cloud. I'm your host, Jake Smith. Join me as I speak with guests from across the world about the latest advancements in cloud and edge computing, data center technology, network infrastructure, security, artificial intelligence, and more. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be in the world. My name is Jake Smith, and welcome to another episode of Conversations in the Cloud. I am joined today by Helen Wang, Head of Marketing for MagicData. Welcome, Helen.
Hi, Jake. I'm so glad to be here to have this interview.
Well, we're honored to have you. Helen, can you give our listeners a little background about yourself, as well as your role and the company MagicData?
Hi, Jake and everyone. This is Helen Wang from MagicData, which is a global AI data services provider. I used to work at Intel, Cisco, and CCB across IT and finance industries. I like skiing and yoga. I'm so glad to have this opportunity to talk about the story of Intel and MagicData technology.
So, Helen, MagicData was voted as one of the members of the AI 100 Acceleration Program at the 2021 Shenzhen Artificial Intelligence Exhibition. Can you tell our listeners a little more about this company if they haven't heard about MagicData?
Sure, Jake. Beijing MagicData Technology Company is a global AI training data services provider. Dr. Zhang Qingqing is founder and CEO of MagicData Technology. Dr. Zhang was an associate researcher at the Institute of Acoustics of the Chinese Academy of Science, working on acoustics modeling and language modeling of large vocabulary continuous speech recognition. MagicData provides professional data services to enterprises and research industry institute engaged in artificial intelligence, R&D, and application research to ASR, TTS, and NLP. Our service field covers finance, vehicle, social, smart home, and smart devices, involving intelligent customer services, virtual assistant, machine translation, and many other aspects of the industries. So far, we have been serving over 100 global companies and Fortune 500 companies around the world, such as Microsoft, Qualcomm, Nuance, Alibaba, Baidu, Tencent, Neo, with datasets, services in dozens of languages.
Well, that's really wonderful for our listeners. You just launched the Annotator 5.0 platform, which is really, really great. Can you talk a little bit about the MagicHub community? Because you really built quite a large community for an open source data platform.
Yes, sure. Like MagicData, MagicHub is a community for open source data sets. We can see that for like machine learning, lots of AI developers, they have the trouble to find data. They have the model, but they don't have the data. They have the trouble to find the data. They have trouble to find the data for free. We see this point, and MagicData open the data sets to all the AI developers. It's almost 6 months from the launching event. We have almost covered 3,000 AI developers globally, and like 60% from China and 40% from global, and from US, from Israel, from Europe. So we see a lot of AI developers, they need the data and download the data sets from MagicHub. So MagicHub is not just for open source data sets. We also have built a community for AI developer. We had several trainings to AI developer, and we also have challenges for developer. So we now launching two challenges. One is for ASR and one is for NLP to global AI developers. For our target or objective of the MagicData, we wanted to be GitHub for AI. So you know that we had the Office for AI of our annotation platform, and we also have a GitHub for AI, and we want all the AI developer globally to know this community and download the data sets from this site.
Well, you guys have just really expanded quickly. It's been a short time that you've been there, a short time, only since 2016. But wow, what a great expansion and really transforming ASR, TTS, and NLP in many ways. But can we talk a little bit about the Intel technologies and enabling opportunities that MagicData has taken advantage of with Intel?
Yeah, first off, I wanted to really appreciate Intel's engineers to support our startup company for technical support. And we had worked closely with Intel engineers for OpenVINO. They tried several models. You know that Intel OpenVINO is more for focus on the vision, but not on the audio. But engineer from Intel, they try a lot of ways to see that how Intel's product can help our company's product more efficiency. Like we had launched Annotator 5 annotation platform, and it has a feature for AI assisted. So we used the Cloudy. Before that, OpenVINO, they had no opportunity to use Cloudy to see how can develop the performance. And Intel's engineer, they tried the Cloudy and the different model and suggest the model to our company, to our technical team. And we can see that with OpenVINO, with Intel product like CPU, so we can improve the performance of our key product. So that's very helpful and make our product more efficient to customer, and customer has very positive feedback to us.
Well, I love the collaboration, but more importantly, I love that our engineers and our team in China reached directly out to your team, and we were able to get connected even, during the last difficult couple of years where it's not always easy. And I'm so thankful that we have that ability to do that. Can you talk a little bit about Intel OpenVINO and Intel One DNN and how you guys are actually getting better performance with your ASR models?
So when we use the OpenVINO, we can improve the performance of the inference. So as a user of the Annotator 5 annotation platform, I can see very clearly that before we use the OpenVINO and we have not very good performance on the inference. And after that, we had improvement. Before that, if one annotator use the platform to finish a project, they may use one day. And after that, when we use the OpenVINO, they can only use half days. This result is amazing. Our technical team and also our core team, like the founder and CEO.
That's outstanding. Well, it's so great when we work together and we can deliver results that, visibly give our users and our customers great returns and better user experiences. So, Helen, can you tell our listeners where they can find out more information?
So if you are interested in MagicData, you can log in to magicdatatech.com. And if you want to find the open source datasets, you can type MagicHub.com. And welcome to everyone to join us.
Well, that's wonderful. And I'm glad you guys are so open to be able to connect to the world, to work with everyone on data sets. Now, Helen, this is a question that I ask every one of my guests. What does the future hold for MagicData Tech? And what does the future hold for these data models in ASR, TTS, and NLP?
As a view of MagicData, we wanted more globalization and let more companies or customers know us and know how our data sets can help them on the machine learning and artificial intelligence, and help the company that without a human to the work to make it more efficient.
Well, that's exciting. And I'm so glad that you've gone from an Intel veteran to a leader of marketing at MagicData Tech. On behalf of Helen Wang, head of marketing, MagicData Tech, my name is Jake Smith, and this has been another episode of Conversations in the Cloud. Wherever you may be in the world, we wish you a good morning, good afternoon, and good night.